Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Selamat pagi anak-anak. Good morning everyone. How are you doing today? Febri, how are you doing?
I am great, sir.
Okay, how are you, Elaine?
I'm doing great, sir.
Okay, so both of you are doing well. So let's move on for our class today. Nah, jadi tema kita pembelajaran hari ini di kelas 9 SMP Negeri 19 Percontohan Banda Aceh is My Uncle is a Zookeeper to show about how to use simple present. So let me introduce myself first. My name is Arif Rahman and you can call me Arif. I'm from University of Jakarta and today we'll be your teachers and we can learn together. Okay, are you ready, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have introduced myself before and now I will call your name one by one and you just present your name as soon as possible, quickly, yeah? Okay, I will start with Elaine.
I'm present, sir.
Okay, Fabricia.
Present, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you too, Fabri. You're so excited. So the next one, I would like to explain our theme and topic. Jadi kita punya tema dan topik hari ini yang sudah Bapak jabarkan sebelumnya, dan hari ini kita menggunakan metode yang namanya discovery learning atau pembelajaran discovery, ataupun pembelajaran yang mana anak-anak muridnya menggunakan kemampuannya sendiri untuk mengeksplor sesuatu pembelajaran hari ini, oke ya? Dan konsep pembelajarannya akan menggunakan pembelajaran abad 21, yaitu menggunakan video dan berupa teks melalui website tertentu. Yang sudah Bapak kirimkan linknya di slide berikutnya nanti. Oke, kita mulai ya pembelajarannya. Nah, ini ada KD ataupun kompetensi dasar dan indikator pembelajaran yang bisa anak-anak sekalian lihat. Nah, yang pertama itu ada kompetensi dasar untuk mengenal definisi simple present tense, kemudian mengidentifikasi struktur kebahasaannya. Kemudian ada juga menganalisis dan mempraktikkan secara langsung simple present tense, dan kemudian menyajikan hasil analisis yang berupa project untuk memenuhi standar konsep pembelajaran abad 21 itu sendiri. Kemudian kita akan lanjut ke berikutnya, yaitu ada koefisiensi dari pembelajaran hari ini ada 4, seperti yang Bapak jabarkan sebelumnya. Ada definition, what is simple present tense, struktur, ada positif, negatif, dan interrogatif. Kemudian ada your job as a student, and discovery learning that you will present your project later on in front of your classmate members. Okay, so let's move on to our class today. So first of all, I would like to question you guys. Did you know about what is simple present? Is there anyone who want to raise their hand? Okay, Elaine.
Yes, sir. So,
Okay.
simple. Okay, so simple present tense is usually a tense that is used to describe anything that happen often or it is based on factual.
Okay, great. That commonly often happen ya. Jadi every single time itu terjadi. Contohnya seperti habits dan daily activity ya. Oke, nanti Bapak akan attach the definition of simple present for Elaine ya. Good job Elaine. Maybe for Febri?
In my opinion, sir, simple present tense is a form of a tense that usually we use this kind of sentence for telling about facts, habit, general truth in, yeah, like what happened in this present. That's all.
Okay, that's great. So you mentioned habits and daily activity also. So the conclusion of definition in simple present tense is the tenses, like what Elaine before said, that usually use and commonly happen in present time. For example, daily activity, habits, or your common actions. For example, you take a bath, you go to school, and so on. Okay. So that is a conclusion, yeah. Next one, we will learn about structure of simple present tense. Okay, in front of you guys, you have simple present tense structures, I mean, and you can see with yourself, because this is a discovery learning. I will give you 10 seconds to understand about this simple present tense, and I will explain it more simple later on, okay? You can have 10 seconds from now. Okay, 10 seconds it's elapsed. So now guys, you have understood about simple present tense structure. So there are three. First, positive forms, negative forms, and the third is question form. So the difference is between positive, negative, and question is only in the does and do. If you want to use a negative form, you just input do plus not, or maybe does plus not for she, he, it. And same as question form, you just input does for he, she, it in the first clause in a sentence. And after that, you can also input do for are, you, they, we. And you can combine it with verb one without s or es or ies. Because if you want to put ses or ies, is only for a positive forms. That could be for he, she, it. But for are, you, they, we, you just input it for verb one. Okay, the slide has been explained for you guys. More specific, how can you use es, how can you use ies, and how can you use s for that. Okay, you can learn it more quick with your personality. Okay, next. So let's move on to our job today. This is a display as a 21st century model. Ini adalah penggambaran bagaimana kalian melakukan pembelajaran abad 21 menggunakan discovery learning method. So the first one, I give you a project for analyzing simple present in news text. You choose two sentences in a news, and you can find the simple present tense and the sentence. And the second part is you answer the every question that I attach the link in the Google slide for now, that it could be on hot type. So you need to answer them all, and you can present maybe two of the questions from all of them. And the last is present the project, and please present your work in front of the class from your classmate. Okay, so I will give you 20 seconds to jumble every single information in this project, and you can present it by yourself for 1 minute in each person. Okay, so don't forget, only 1 minute. Okay, I will give you 20 seconds from now. Okay, guys, 20 seconds has been elapsed. So now I will call your name and you can present it only 1 minute in every single part that you want. Okay, so I will start with Febri because previous one I have mentioned Elaine. So now Febri, the time is yours.
All right, thank you so much, sir. So the news that I got is about the climate change, is blue hydrogen Japan's answer to calls. And actually, I have found several examples of simple present tense, but I would like to pick two. The first is Japan is now under intense pressure to stop using coal. So this is kind of a fact that, that Japan is now under intense pressure to stop using coal, because this news is I can say innovative, or yeah, related to it. It's really hard to explain. And one sentence more I would like to highlight is the Mirai, which means futures in Japan, is Toyota's first zero emission electric car. So this is the fact sentence. So that this is to sentence I would like to take as example. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good job, Febri. You have absolutely explained that very properly with a good manner ya. Jadi kamu udah menyajikan memakai to be, juga kamu menyajikan ada verb, dan pada saat kamu memaparkannya juga menggunakan simple present. So I give you applause for now and give 10 score for you. Yay. So the next one, I will give the floor to Elaine. Elaine, you may have the floor.
Okay, sir. So the news that I got from the internet is about the Afghan National Museums that is reopened with the Taliban security. And actually on this news, I only got one because it is hard for me to find. So the sentences that I got from this, wait a minute, from this about the simple present tense is like many of the Afghanistan civil servants haven't received any salary since August, and only the security guards have changed said by Rami said. So that is only one of the sentences that I got from this news because I can't find anything from this news. Thank you, sir. That's all from me.
Thank you so much, Elaine, for presenting it very wisely. So I got your point because you mentioned the present simple with verb, and absolutely you combine it with a present perfect. So you have a very properly understanding about the complications a case in one news. Yeah, thank you, Elaine. So thank you, both of you have been conjugated very well to this learning system. And now this time for you to discover your discovery learning alone. So there are two objects in here. The first one is next meeting that we will learn. And the next one is the conclusion of this meeting. So next week, you will have to be supposed to learn simple past tense. So after we have known about simple present, so the next one you will get the learning about simple past tense. And I have attached the video that you can learn very well about this case about simple past tense. So you can watch it later on with yourself, okay? And the next one, I would like to ask you for the final question. Who can conclude this meeting materials? Because I will give you 20 stars if you can conclude this meeting. Is there anyone? Or should I call? Okay, I will call Elaine for conclude this meeting. Sorry, you still mute, children?
I'm so sorry, sir. I forgot to unmute.
No
So
worries.
what can I conclude from this today's meeting is we know that the simple present tense is commonly used for us to describe about anything that happens that is based on the factuals on the factual data, and And usually that for the simple present tense, for the positive form, we can, for example, like we can use subject plus verb one, and we can include s, es, or ies. And for the negative forms, we can include like subject plus does or do not, and plus verb one. And for in form of the question form itself, we can use like does or do and plus the subject that we can include, and also and the last one is include the verb one. That's what can I conclude for this material, sir.
Okay, give applause to Elaine. You have a very clear information regarding the conclusion for today, yeah. And I'm so glad to have you on the board, Elaine and Febri. And yeah, with that being said, this is the last slide that I can have. But before that hand, I have a message for you guys. Gold has never been furnished with that strength and commit. So you need to furnish it very, very sharp if you want to be a success people. Thank you so much. And if you will have some inquiries or maybe a question, you can give to my email and WhatsApp number, or maybe through my email on my university. Okay, so don't forget your tags, everyone. See you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning.